Okay. So I was doing a little bit of mic check here. So, so this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking at. I took a trade just some minutes ago. I was not. I didn't want to live stream it, but I said, let me do the live stream. I didn't feel like it, but I said, let me just do it. So today I'm looking for short shots only. I'm looking for lower prices. Reason being is because number one, we are looking at this daily chart. It's an open of the daily candle. I'm looking at yesterday's week. We how on today's open we failed to reach at the consequent encroachment, so that gave me something of a kind of a confluence to see prices shorting. The way we didn't go to the consequent encroachment, it was a factor for me. And the way we've been so bullish, we already tapped in so many areas where we could potentially see price rejecting away from. So we have this OB structure here. It's an order block. You can see how on a daily chart we are even able to go to close above the lower quadrant of the OB structure here. So I'm looking for that retracement lower to see if we're gonna be able to take out this low. That is my only focus for today. So we have opened on 3. Yeah, so that's why we're having definitely some volatilities. So let us see what regard price is wanting to give us in such a day. Okay, so another reason for me to take my sell entry where I took it there is because looking at this, all this uptrend move, I was looking to see a rejection away this point of interest, which is a daily chart order block. So I was looking for rejection away from it. So for me to frame my entry where I framed it, I was looking at the way price is forming an impulse swing, then creating a corrective structure. So forming a high, a low, then it's a high, but it's a lower high, then dropping, didn't take out that low, but in again going higher, taking out this high, forming a higher, but it's not higher than this, so it's a lower high, then dropping, making a lower low, in again making a high, then having some kind of inducement on top of it. You can see we created the high. If someone had his stop loss here, definitely knocked out. Then if anybody tries selling on this rejection, got knocked out one more time here. Reason being, if you see such things in price, that shows that it's looking forward to knock out people who don't know the narrative and who are not, I think, quote unquote, smart money tamed. I don't know. So I'm looking for this. I'm looking at this inversion fair value gap. Is a 15-minute inversion. I'm looking forward to see does price support it, and I'm looking for it to support price. Yeah, to support price going lower. So we have this shifting structure here. Then we're having that market structure shift. Obviously, the model 22 and 22 entry. If anybody now is looking for take shots, definitely it's at the right price, the right place to take the shot on. Stop loss maybe above this candles high, but I'm willing to keep my stop loss a little bit above the consequent encroachment of this week, because I know what kind of price action is always presented on this London session. So my stop loss will be moved to almost break even if we be able to take out this low here, which was I think this is 22.30. It was last night's New York sessions low. So I'll be looking to move my stop loss break even if you be able to take out that low. That is what I'm looking for as an objective. But if you're already wanting to go for shots definitely will be good on these here. It has a nice entry. I could have added, but I really don't. I don't want. I'm looking forward to for the price to do that because it is what it is. I have my own rules, and I already have a couple of accounts which I'm trying to manage, micromanaging here. So don't focus too much on the lot size. Don't get your eyes lost there. So focus on where the stop loss is and focus where on the entry is at. So that is what we are looking at for now. So the fact that we are creating some kind of structure like this, let me try to do a little bit of explanation here. So having some kind of a trend like this, going on a higher time frame PDRA, then we are looking for these type of modes, breaking the low, showing that we're clearly breaking structure here, then retracing and respecting this high, okay, not taking it out, then dropping, then coming again, taking out this high, forming some kind of inducement, then dropping lower, then going lower. It's clearly showing that we are always breaking structure on the downside. Yeah, even though we can come and take out a short-term high here, it's clearly forming structure and it's clearly breaking structure. So thing to do is always wait for when price is coming at the high end of this range and taking out such a high. So you can frame yourself here, which is what I did. I frame my short here, and also you can frame your short as price is returning here, forming another short-term high. You can it's an intermediate term high, so you can frame your short there, stop loss just above this high, okay. Then going for this low can be out, take out, or maybe if you have some kind of long-term hit, which I'm kind of trying to look for. I'm trying to look for that 30 pips, and maybe in case scenario, I'm also looking at this low. It's the lowest buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency. It's the first on 15 minutes. Is the first. I think it was the first. So it's a very strong factor in price. It was the first one. So definitely partials can be taken out here, or you can even kill the trade if we touch this point and exit the market, because you have to focus on those small consistent hits, small, because I can aim for here and definitely price won't go there. Comes here, then you have such a reaction like this, okay, then dropping later on New York sessions. Because I'm not willing for that, I can even exit here. Even though for me to exit here, I'll be looking for how price will be reacting around this area, okay. Does price come touch it and start rejection, or does price come, touch it, then drop and close below it, then I'll be looking to exit at this low. So every factor must be considered in order for me to exit the trade here. Okay, so we have this some kind of it's some kind of a trend line liquidity. You can see how it's being generated there. So I'm always looking for areas where smart money is trapping the untamed, where the market is trying to fool anybody who doesn't know what is really going on. Okay, so I'm always looking at those moments. Right now, those are one of the moments that I'm typically seeing, and I'm seeing that in such case scenario we will see a heavy drop on here going to this low, maybe this minus sell side liquidity, and if we do that I'll consider going almost break even on my trade. Okay, so right now we are on that midnight open. Price is right now holding price, so we kind of have to keep on waiting and waiting and see, do we get something to hold our trade. Okay, one thing many people need to understand is that those small pips. Okay, oh wow, I moved this where we at. I think the upper quadrant, halfway. Yeah, nice one. So I think I'm gonna now put this in kind of small. Yeah, I think that's the better match color. It's a better color. If you say so. So that's why. Okay, pound. See, these are definitely one of the reasons why I didn't want to fuck with pound, because what actually the fuck is this? That's why I don't fuck with pound that much nowadays. Prefer staying on one beach, which is Euro USD. It's not a beach anyways. It's my favorite pair. Euro USD is my favorite pair. Yeah. So we might as well keep on waiting and see does price respect this fair value gap here. Definitely someone asked which fair value gap is that. So this one, it's so small. So let me put it in a color which someone can see it. I think it's visible. It's visible. Where is that now? It's visible. So that one is a really good target. It's a really good place to see, expecting price to have some rejection away from it. Look at how price is kind of respecting that. I told you it's an entry. If you took it, if you wanna take it, you can still take it right now. So we'll be looking forward to exit the trade according to these, in accordance to these whole range. Now this one is what I'll be looking for to exit all these, or maybe even take out the low, which was Tuesday's low. So we have to keep on waiting and see what the price does give us for the day. So what I don't want to see is price disrespecting this fair value gap right now, because we took out that low and you can see the rejection you're having away from that. So definitely I don't want to see price disrespecting that. Not a good reaction. Don't like it. So far we hold it. See what we have here. Small inversion here. It's not even inversion, it's a fair value gap. Looking for price to respect it. So we are having price retracing back to that fair value gap again. So still looking for it to respect price. Let us factor in some high time frame back end. So we're having these 30 minutes. It's a 30 minutes. I don't want to make my chart messy. I'm just looking to see. So within these 5 minutes, let me do this. Okay. I want the consequent encroachment. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use my Fibonacci here. I want to see, does this 30-minute candle close below the consequent encroachment, which will be this. I'll put it in a kind of red format, a red color. So high time frame going 1 hour, nice rejection away from this bullish OB structure here, nice rejection away from it. See how we swept it. Then we are closing below it, having a complete change in state of delivery. So stay looking for low prices as always. So this was just reclaiming it. It's being reclaimed, fair value gap here. Still respecting that 15-minute inversion fair value gap until we take out this low. I'm gonna consider. I'm not gonna consider. I'm gonna consider moving my stop loss. If we take out this low, okay. So that 50, that we have 4 minutes to see how the 30-minute candle closure will be, and that will determine how the trade will be continue being managed from now, from that 30-minute closure of that time. So 1330, it's another set of some kind of a time block where you have a 130 creating a low, then having 230. Is it one? Yeah, I think two creating a high, taking sweeping that high, and have 330, 230 creating the displacement. Then 330 we are looking for a short-term high, intermediate-term high to be formed here. Okay, that's what you are looking at. So all this, some kind of retracement, they are not a part of my concern. I'm expecting them because we are trading against higher time frame. Okay, even though we are looking for shorts, we are trading against higher time frame. So moves like this, we kind of have to anticipate them happening. Okay. Someone could say there's some kind of buy side liquidity just a little above here, but I'm not saying we're gonna not reach for it. But as per right now, I'm looking for that some kind of a retracement going lower. I'm not willing to buy out such a market. I'm not willing. I'm not definitely not willing to go long in such a. Look at this. Why buy on all this such? Why buy? For me, it's a low probability, and I won't be risking my money going long. I better risk my money going short for something that I can manage to squeeze something out on. Okay. Higher time frame still agrees. So all those back and forth, I'm kind of expecting them. That's why I said I'm not gonna move my stop loss in any ways case, because price can come up to this premium range and still drop. So if your stop loss maybe here, you get knocked out as a bitch. So I'm not willing to do that. So 1 minute, and I'm checking that red consequent encroachment there. Okay, so they're kind of disrespecting that. I think so. Look where we close. So let me do some measurings here. Immediate rebalance on 30 minutes. So let me do some quadrants here. Now reduce this. Okay, that's not supposed to happen. That one was not supposed to. So I'm gonna do some quadrants here. Okay. Quadrants. Summon these fuckers. Quadrants. Yep. And I'm gonna extend them to the right side. So look, you can see still price, even though we closed above consequent encroachment. We are looking for that upper quadrant to support price. So going on a lower time frame, what do we see? What do we see? What do we see? We're just doing still live tape reading on it. So look how we respected that fair value gap. I think we closed on. We didn't even touch the consequent encroachment on that fair value gap. So it's a good factor still for me to consider. So until we take out this low, I'm not gonna move my stop loss in any way. Jumping on a 5 minute here. Yeah, nothing to say that the trend has completely shifted. Though having such rejections, I'm not surprised by them. So right where price is at, you better be careful on your stop loss placement. Better be very careful, because shit can change easily. Look how DXY is staying above that fair value gap. I'll be willing to hold this bitch anytime. I'll hold it till I get tired. So my stop loss I think will be, let me now evaluate where my stop is at, where I can see price tracing back to some OT here. So 50% is here, 62%, 79 retracement about there. So just reduce my stop loss to 70 pips, 7 pips right there. So keep on holding the beach. So always be able to evaluate. For me, longs, probably I'm not gonna take any long for real. Longs for me, they're kind of very low probability as I can think of them. So that 15-minute inversion fair value gap, looking for it to support price going lower to stay some kind of resistance. So having this low being broken, some kind of jumping, dropping. So having that retracement, it's expected. That's why the stop loss is there. XY. Okay. All this is noise for me. Definitely noise. I know what I'm doing, why I'm doing what I'm doing. Okay. Pound. Pound is being a little bit disciplined. I think she is better than Euro. Look how she took that low. Beautiful. Euro is kind of being stubborn. Stubborn, stubborn, stubborn. She's being stubborn. So there, short there. Stop loss, consequent retracement. Having gold. Okay, still try and push lower by having risks. The downside, which I don't like. We touch the consequent encroachment. Still waiting. I still hold the beach from. Look at the rejections you're having there. So that's why I said basically don't keep on moving your stop loss. Move your stop loss with mind and have a clear place where you're moving it. Okay, so I know this one is gonna be really tough one to hold for. Definitely at the price action that is being presented, I'm ready for it. Fucking ready. just chose to range here. She chose ranging. But funny thing, looking at this 30 minutes, still supporting what I'm thinking. Look at that. This inversion, this is what I'm showing your eyes to. So I'm looking at these quadrants here. 15 minutes, still the quadrants are on my eyes. Locked in as fuck. Let us see. Sometimes you need to wait, to wait, to wait, to wait, to wait, to wait. Don't need to be impulsive. So you can be doing something in waiting. Okay?